Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icons to miss any of the most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Daogoly PR-108WB. This is an AM/FM weather band portable radio. I got this off Amazon for a total of $19, and here it is, the plain brown box radio. Nothing fancy about it, pocket radio. As you know, I'm a fan of the Daogoly brand. I own this one here, the original PR-108, and I saw this, I'm like, I had to have it. So let's go and open this up. There's something inside there. Yep, instructions. I don't think we need them, but box is empty. All right, let's see. Radio off to the side. Piece of paper says, I haven't even looked at this. Operating instructions. There you go. You can't get any more basic than this radio. I don't think you'll have any trouble with this whatsoever. Main specifications. There you go. AM band 530 to 1700. FM 88 to 108. Weather band, you got your 7 channels, and it runs on 2 AA batteries. All right, so there we go. Let's get to the radio. Here it is in a nice little plastic bag. Here we are. Go ahead and go over dimensions here. So we have a width of 2.5 inches. We have a length of 4 inches. We have a case depth of 1 inch. For size comparison, as you saw, I had the original Daogoly right here. And I have a sinking suspicion that this really isn't a Daogoly. It looks like it, every bit of it does, but it just, there's something about the tuning that's different. We'll talk about that, but definitely a different dial window, as you can see there. Also, we have CC pocket for size. Okay, over there. There we go. It's always a good size representation. And then I'll bring out the deck of cards here. There you go. So it's about the size of a deck of cards. Kind of fits there perfectly. All right. So let's talk about features of the Daogoly PR-108WB. I mean, I guess it's a Daogoly. It just doesn't have it written there anymore. So I wonder why they took their name off. Maybe people were making fun of it. It's the Daogoly radio. There's a lot of jokes that can be made. Before I even get started. So yeah, there's your scale there. Let's start off on the left hand side. We have a headphone jack. Right away, headphone experience we'll talk about. It has hiss at low volume. It's not terrible, but it's there. FM is average, so that means you got your low mids and highs, but very basic headphone experience, nothing to write home about. AM was a bit on a low and muddy side, so it's not a great experience on AM listening with headphones. So this radio mainly for using it with the speaker. Over here we also have our band select switch. I think right now, or off also. So we have off, AM, FM, and weather band. You can see it there. Front of the radio, you can see the scale. It's pretty hard to see that dial indicator. It says weather band. And then we got the FM band, a log scale, and then the AM band underneath. Over here we have a power LED indicator that gets really bright red when you turn the radio on. Analog tuning, yay! Even though it's not an analog radio, it's a DSP radio. And there's the model number, PR-108WB. Here's our speaker. It measures about 1.5 inches. There's the bottom, band information. Right-hand side, tuning wheel, volume wheel, just like the Daogoly PR-108. Here we have a 7-inch antenna. Very simple. On the back with a belt clip, which is removable. Yeah, love that. And then back here we have the battery compartment that holds 2 AA batteries. Get that open. And there you go for those who need to know orientation. The top battery, positives to the left, and the bottom battery, the positives to the right. Always good to know those things, right? Okay, let's get that snap back in. Oh, that one nice. Good deal. Always nice to see that. There we are. So let's talk about FM reception. And then we'll tune this radio and hear what we can hear tonight. So the FM reception report, basis on a 5-star method. It's lowest is fair, okay, good, very good, and excellent. Most analog radios run between okay and good, about 2.5 stars. Most DSP radios run about good, which is about 3 stars. And then there's a few that are excellent. Those digital DSP radios run about, very good to excellent sometimes, like the bigger radios. This particular radio got an average score of okay to good. It found 51 stations. The issue with this DSP chip is when it locks on a strong station, it locks on. So you'll get 6 or 7 steps of that station, so you're using up that dial, and you're not getting the fainter stations that are next to that strong station. So that's what I noticed. That's why it doesn't get a high score there. FM selectivity was about the same average because it gave me average results. So overall, I believe the other radio, this one here, had the same deal with it, so that they operate similar on the FM with the little antenna. Now, when you hook up the headphones, it did not make a difference, just so you know. But this one, I think the FM reception was very similar. But this one here on the AM rocks the house, and we'll talk about that. So here we are. So the FM reception, you got the idea on that. So let's go ahead and turn it on. We'll do a little bit of a audio check, and then we'll cruise the evening band and hear what's on the weather band and hear what's on the AM band. Let's go ahead and turn this on. I do have radio todderbert playing, so let's see if we can pick that up. Should be on FM. There we go. I use a C-Crane FM transmitter too, tuned to 92.9, with an MP3 player hooked up to it, transmitting royalty-free music over the airwaves. Runs for a couple minutes. There you go, you get an idea. So turn that off there. It gives you a little bit of a taste of what the audio is. You compare it to my other videos, and you'll see the difference. Just turning off these transmitters. so they don't interfere. Now what I want to do here is have a little fun. We're going to do an FM band scan. You guys are probably like, yeah, FM band scan. Yeah, I'm going to do it. The reason why I do FM reception reports is to avoid any kind of copyrighted material showing up on the video and then blocking certain countries from seeing this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hook up a little wire because I'm in the basement. So I'm going to go up this little tiny wire to this radio. This is going in my blinds. It's like a 12-foot wire from a shortwave radio, a Texan PL-380 to be exact. It just gives me a little boost on the FM. I'll take it back off when we go to the weather band. But let's go ahead and start at the bottom, have some fun. And you can kind of hear the multi-stepping it does.
I am not my kneecap. Wow. All right. And the purpose of this is ultimately, I'm hoping to realize at some sort of deep existential level the doctrine of a not.
At the time. And this false teaching was saying that the way to grow spiritually was to follow.
Were asked to leave.
Oh, comes the light shining down.
And just 20 today, and schedule your free LASIK. There's Jerry Hornet.
Matter of fact, I'm not.
Breaking point. I plan to stop smoking.
Clock strikes 12.
And then I don't.
You like the power to do. Check with part. WSJY. There's a holiday.
Estoy seguro que las noches me recuerdas y los labios tú te mueves.
So I don't know if you heard it. I was going pretty quick. I had to. I didn't want to hover on the music. But you could hear like some of them were getting 2, 3, 4 steps. When you go real slow, sometimes you get 6 or 7 steps on the same station. And it becomes a problem. I know it's set on AM too during the day. I don't know what's going to be like during the evening time, but we'll find out. So let me just connect this. We'll see what we can get on weather band down in the basement. So I'm going to go ahead and extend this. Let's go all the way to the top. So we'll get channel 7 probably on the weather band. Putting it on the weather band now.
Cloudy. Waves 1 foot or less. Lake Michigan water temperatures. Chicago Shore, 35 Chicago Crib, 34 Michigan City, 36. Knots after midnight. Becoming mostly clear. Waves less than 2 feet building to 1 to 3 feet toward daybreak. Thursday, southwest winds 15 to 25 knots. Mostly set 5 to 10 miles per hour. For Friday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-20s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. For Saturday, for tonight, northwest winds will become southwesterly with time overnight.
I think we're on 3.
Small craft advisory thresholds are likely around cloudy. And now the extended outlook for
3.
Thursday through Wednesday southwest winds. For Thursday into the weekend. Small craft advisories may be possible at times. Now here is the hazardous weather outlook for the open waters of Lake Michigan. For tonight, winds will pick up during the early morning hours Thursday. Sustained gales are not expected, but a few gale force gusts cannot. Clear. Lows around 12. South winds up to 15 miles an hour. Thursday, partly
There's channel 1.
in the mid-30s.
The interesting thing is you can hook up the wire.
Night, not as cold. Partly cloudy in the evening, then becoming mostly
It gives you some
cloudy.
better reception.
Near steady temperature in the mid-20s. North winds south winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Lows in the mid-20s. West wind. Now here is the hazardous weather outlook. At the Kenosha Harbor entrance, winds for southwest.
So there you go.
At the Muskegon entrance, winds for southeast.
Still not bad with just the loop, or just the
Here is the forecast
antenna
for the
built in.
Chicago metropolitan area.
Alright, let's go ahead and
West
check
tonight,
this.
partly cloudy late in the evening, then clear.
We go to the AM band. Start at the bottom, and here we can hear tonight. Let's see what time it is. It is 10:36 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Sorry, Central Standard Time near Chicago, Illinois. And we'll see what we can pick up. Go ahead and turn this up, and I'll show you how this tunes, and then we'll do final thoughts.
Because he was systematically not acting like a Republican. He was trying to undo the entire projected agenda. He did it in such a way that he didn't conform to their compartment.
Jump direct to 560.
Criterion for behavior and speech.
We're talking to Professor Victor Davis Hanson. He is the author of The Case
Chicago.
for Trump. Follow him on
WIND.
Twitter at VD Hanson. I'm Sebastian Gorka. We will be back with the good professor to talk about what impeachment means 120 days after.
And I didn't have any sense of one-upmanship, of let me present myself a little bit better.
Companies will sell you. If you buy that stuff, it'll cost you more per day than what the rental actually costs.
All for your one.
Team Hochberg has helped thousands of score listeners, but we can't help if you don't call 855-563-2843 or visit 560.
And one of the benefits of booking a car rental through CostcoTravel.com is in addition to a discount
620.
you get through booking through Costco, if you're a member, you also get a second driver free. One of the ridiculous junk fees that car rental companies charge is you have to pay a big daily fee for a second driver. So Costco members don't pay that.
We've done a little hot stove. We're going to get back to hot stove and White Sox.
So what's doing is going from 620 right to 670, skipping 650. Let's see if the original Daogoly can pick that up. I'm kind of curious because this is a good comparison. It gives you an idea which radio is better on AM. This one here was just always rocking on AM. I got an AM, okay.
But I've gotten more than anything else comments.
Hoover Institution of Stanford University.
Get to your car, shoot with your phone video of the condition of it all the way around. If something wrong with the car, you get that written on the ticket before you...
That's 640, I think. Yep, we're getting 640.
One morning it was drizzling rain. Fighting and trouble are my middle name.
There's 650, I believe. Let's go there. Yep. So this radio here, the original Daogoly PR-108, I'll have links below. This is the one you want if you want an AM DXer, and you don't want a weather band. You want just AM and FM radio. This is the better radio of the two. Just telling you right now. I haven't even got into this one, but we'll finish up the band scan on here. The selectivity is just not so good here. You can hear right away. It just jumps to the bigger stations and it seems to lock on those. So there's a different circuit inside this radio versus this radio. So let's keep going. All right, I'll keep the Daogoly handy, but it's kind of hard to compare two DSPs with the dials aren't super accurate.
Yeah, and I think one of the things is, especially
This is 670 to score here.
symptoms, when you're talking about concussions, are things that sort of also cross over with kind of sullen teenagers.
Chicago.
So, you know, like a lot of the things that his doctor was talking to him about, like, is he more emotional? Does
In a lot of locker rooms. I mean, we see it around the league. On a lot of coaches.
700, I think.
Everything else, right? And, you know, as I said,
There was a lot of different reasons for it back in the day. I think, from my perspective, being part of it and seeing it, and have a lot of friends that.
So that jump from 670 to 720, WGN Chicago, they're local.
Also like a little bit of a tactic to see who can handle.
So we can get the zoomer.
This is the NHL. It's a professional hockey league. A lot of money at stake. It's a pressure league. You got to perform. So
mortgage offer's so great, it's all you're going to want to hear about. For a limited time, Credit Union One is offering 2.99% with an APR of 3.203% on a 15-year mortgage for jumbo loans greater than $500,000.
It jumped again to my Chicago station, WBBM Chicago, 780. Okay, so let's just go to the Daogoly and see if it's a little different experience here. Okay.
1979.
Here's 650.
Perk up your ears and you go, you know what, we have to rule
670.
out. We have to check out if this is a...
So, give me something
in one form or another
of where we're going culturally as a country, and I don't know if you have the sports world covered.
So this is 700, which I wasn't able to get with the other radio.
What's happening in these other facets of America? Most of you who played youth sports.
720 WGN.
You encountered all kinds of coaches, like the way some.
Zoomer Radio, 740. Toronto. I think it's 760 or 750, and find out. 760. If I go back a little bit, I might be able to get WSB. It's coming in clear.
Forward, the technologies that would be the things that would keep a kid the safest behind the wheel. And it is a terrible dilemma that any parent of a new driver faces.
So there you go. We're beginning to showcase this radio versus the other radio. Okay, so you get, this thing's way more selective. You're getting way more stations on the medium wave. Yeah, we'll do final thoughts in a little bit. Let's keep going with this radio just to finish this up here.
Decide whether to remove him from office. The articles of impeachment accuse him of abusing the power of the presidency to investigate a political rival ahead of the 2020 election and then obstructing Congress's investigation.
Tearing his body in, and so he misses that Houston game, and he comes back and he's on this sort of minute restriction.
Hagan up deep on the right side. Under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Now Montgomery at the right
elbow. Might be 8:30.
Hagan threw it to him, and EJ just looked uncomfortable with what he wanted to do, and he was just wide open.
8:40 WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky.
They're taking that shot he likes, but he hesitated and he walked. Trying to get the ball in low to Nick, and Montgomery was at the...
First, let's go to the Bulls, who come a clutch in the fourth quarter.
780.
In Washington. Levine motors over the midcourt line, pull up.
Even if the rosters had finished, I think it picks back up the pace a little bit more. I think Josh would play better in that setting.
You know what I'd like to figure out about this team? I'd like to figure out what's up with Jeff Teague. Like, there's nights where Jeff Teague balls out.
So sometimes they get the stations to do a little back and forth tuning. This is 830 WCCO Minneapolis, 300 miles.
Like, literally, what is happening, Jeff? Like, tell me what's
Let's see if we can get CJBC.
Call 1-800-390-3619. Super Bingo Prostate is the best-selling brand in major retailers like Walmart. But for this no-strings attached free bottle, you must call now. Call 1-800-390-3619. Don't miss out on this unprecedented free offer. Call 1-800-390-3619.
Backwards, 820.
390-3. Keep setting up. Police using that old...
There we go. This is CJBC, Toronto, Ontario. 860. This is 460 miles.
I'm not even close to done.
Okay, it jumps right to 890.
Another thing in the IGU
This is WLS Chicago.
Let me just kind of tell you what's coming up ahead.
I'm just going to cruise at the band now. You gotta go slow.
Join us. Together we are stronger. WalkMS fundraising accelerates research breakthroughs and life-changing breakthroughs. It will take all of our passion, determination.
Our 13-year flawless track record and 900 repeat
WTAM 1100.
A headstone or memorial is
Already
something you never
1100,
look
wow.
forward to shopping.
Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
To all the other things on your mind, you're often pressured to make a decision and sometimes overpay. Before you decide,
You can hear you get multiple steps in the same station, which is a problem because then it uses up the dial.
but at significant savings. There is small, local family
Holidays. Yin-Hit, that means you can go big this year on a fabulous pair of earrings or a dazzling diamond pendant. Just pick any item, spread your payments out over 3 years with zero interest. Make it our best.
So Christ, also glorified not himself, made a high priest, that he that spake unto him, thou art my settle.
There's a little bit of, I don't know if it's backlash, but I noticed the indicator when I let go, it goes back that way.
That means you can listen to all 3 hours of the radio show on demand. Plus, there's an all-access free to take part in our awesome
I'm so tired of work, but if you're fast,
We got 3 good running backs. We got a pretty decent offensive line. We got a mean secondary. The rest of our defense is gelling. As much as I don't like New England, we're trying.
Yeah, okay, so there we go. We'll do final thoughts here. Kind of end it. So there it is, the Daogoly PR-108WB. Don't know if it's a Daogoly or not. I believe it is. They're just using a different DSP for sure. I can see it. You guys can hear it. What a big difference. This radio versus this radio. If you need a weather band radio, I'd recommend actually something a little different. I would go with something like this. For the same money, get yourself this really cool, slimlined Vondior. Now, I know the weather band was pretty good on here, but the neat thing about this one does pretty well too on the weather band, even with its little wire antenna. It has alert mode. You just press and hold this, and it's going to scan all 7 stations while it's in the background for a total of 55 hours on 2 AAA batteries. It's got a real slim case. It's a digital radio. Yeah, its FM reception is really good. It's FM stereo with the headphones, better headphone experience, and you even get a DC 3-volt input, so you can actually use an AC adapter and let it run all the time on this alert mode. So to be honest with you, the better of the 2 radios for weather would probably be this radio here. You get a clock, you get an alarm also, and even memories, and plus it's digital, which isn't handy. Just a radio I'd recommend. I'll have links to this one too. Picking up good. Turn that off. Okay, so that's my thing. So this radio is kind of like a black sheep. I don't know. It's black. I know I'm being funny, but yeah, it's one of those things where you want a radio. This is really good for like locals. Great for FM on locals. Great for AM on locals, as you heard. It overpowered everything else. Really good on the weather band. It actually is very good on the weather band. I will say that I found about 5 stations out of 7 with just a little antenna upstairs. That's a 7-inch antenna. Nothing fantastic there. So impressive there. So if you just want a local radio that does all 3 bands and you want to have a dial like this and you're not going to use headphones and you want to run on 2 AA batteries, then pick this one up. It's probably worth the money. If this was like $12, I'd say go for it, because this radio here is usually $11.99, and this was on sale around the holidays for $9.99. This made it a no-brainer to buy this radio for AM and FM. Just a fantastic radio. I'm going to keep plugging this one. This is just one of my go-tos. You guys know about the Nia RD, the old 206 SP. That was one of my favorites for low cost, cheap, rockin'. This is the other low cost, cheap, and rockin'. So get yourself one of these if you just need AM, FM. If you need AM, FM weather band, and you don't necessarily need analog scale, and you don't need AA batteries, get yourself maybe something like this for the same price. And get a weather alert mode that's very useful. So just my 2 cents. Alrighty, there we are. The Daogoly PR-108WB. If you enjoyed the presentation, please give me a big like. You guys are awesome. 2, if you like these inexpensive radios and want to see more, hit subscribe at the bell icon. Get notified of future videos that feature inexpensive radios. I do like to have under $15 radios for review, or under 20. This one's under 20, I believe. And then, of course, 3, comment below what you think about this radio. Which be like, Todderbert, that radio rocks. I don't know what you're talking about. I want that one. Just let me know. Or would you pick one of these other 2? There you go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.